There was a big for sale sign on the White House lawn, U.S. policy for sale. Anyone who thinks those 220 people who are attending the dinner tonight who paid about $150 million for those seats just really crave to have a digital equivalent of a baseball trading card? Well, you're a little off the mark. They absolutely want to buy influence over U.S. policy. The head of the freight technology company said they wanted to buy $20 million. Not sure if they actually purchased all $20 million or not, but he said because we want to influence the freight trade policy between Mexico and the United States of America. Everybody knows what this is about. President Trump is saying, open your wallet, hand me your money, and we'll consider the request that you have. That is astounding. It's a type of corruption, a magnitude of corruption. It is the Mount Everest of corruption. And here we are, business as usual, a bill coming to the floor that we will be coming to when we come back from recess to so-called regulate cryptocurrency. That bill, as Senator Warren has pointed out, has a series of holes in it that actually means it doesn't really regulate cryptocurrency. But what it does do is give legitimacy to that cryptocurrency world, the stable coin side of that world, in which it will really put a powerful impulse behind international companies saying if we're going to do a transaction in digital coins, we might as well use USD1, the Trump coin, because that will take and put millions of dollars in President Trump's pocket and the pocket of his family company, digital company. And so we'll not only have the digital coins, we'll also buy influence with the United States of America. You know, our founders were profoundly worried about foreign players buying influence in the United States of America. There had been a whole series of incidents with different governments trying to bribe other governments in the years before our country was founded. This led to Hamilton describing in the Federalist Papers, Federalist 22, he was explaining why we have this clause in our Constitution that forbids members who are elected, and that includes Congress and it includes the President, the Vice President, from taking any form of gift or money from a foreign power, a foreign government. He said, and I quote, "Many mortifying examples of the prevalency of foreign corruption in Republican governments." That's why. And you might recall that just 10 years after we were founded, we had the XYZ affair, where the French tried to extract bribes from the United States of America in order to start negotiations. This was a real threat. Today, it isn't just a threat from foreign governments. It's a threat from foreign corporations. It is a threat from foreign individuals. And one of those individuals who is going to be present tonight is an individual named Jason Sun, a crypto billionaire. What could he possibly want? When we're in the moment of deciding what are the sideboards for crypto trading, we have to put an end to this. And we have a crypto bill on the floor, and we will be coming back to it, and it's why we're absolutely going to insist on voting on an amendment that will put an end to all electeds, congressional, vice president, president, members of the cabinet, from having a financial stake in this business. So it's a moment where the vision of government by for the people is being corroded massively. It's like a car on the East Coast after salt's been put on the winter road and the whole underbelly is being corroded out. That's what, this isn't government buying for, this is government buying for people overseas, buying the policies they want. We took an oath to defend the Constitution, and that's what we're going to strive to do, and that's why we're going to strive to do everything we can to stop this corrupt practice.